Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks Podcast Toy Reviews, where we're just taking it easy tonight, throwing them back, looking at some toys, and chilling like a villain. What are we looking at tonight? We're looking at Star Wars The Mandalorian, Paz Vizsla, or as some call him, Heavy Mandalorian. Now, I finally got this fellow because they decided to finally put him at a fair price. And I promise not to beat this dead horse any longer about their ridiculous prices, but this is a 3 3/4 scale action figure. Okay? And they had him almost at $30. Yeah, not kidding. Doesn't come with another figure. I don't even think you can take his helmet off. But anyway, I digress. Let's take a look at the young fella. It comes in the with the Kenner brand on the package to give it that retro feel. Even though, Mandalorian only came out in 2019. But hey, looks pretty cool. If you were a kid back in the original Kenner days, you kind of get these vibes. But it doesn't do nothing for me, as I'm just gonna open this guy up. And it helps that they sent me a beat up package, so I feel even less bad about it. But, so anyway, you can see on the back of the package, it has a nice picture of him with his weapon and all the stuff that is inside here. And let's, this is the way to crack an action figure open. Or maybe it isn't. Oh, there he is. And then the only thing that reminds me of a vintage figure here is that Imperial troop transport. How the guys used to hang out the side with, like their body trapped in that thing. Anyway, if you know, you know. Whoa, hey. Got some stuff. All right, get out of here. And, oh, I know what that is now. I originally didn't say what this was because I wasn't sure, but it's the little force field thing that he produces out of one of his gauntlets to, while he's fighting Din Djarin. And there's his big old pew-pew. Pretty cool. A backpack, which is also somehow a jetpack and a source of ammo or power or what, Tabana gas, whatever the canon says powers blasters these days. One of those pieces of paper that I throw away. And he comes with, I think that's a knife. Kind of looks like one of those lighters that you light your grill with. And some fire effects, probably for his backpack, and probably one for his big weapon. And we'll see which one is which here in a second. Alright. I think Paz Vizsla is one of the cooler designs. Hold on, let me get his dress off. Of the new Mandalorian show. So, okay. I always say you got to be careful taking these guys right out of the package because sometimes they, you don't know how long they've been in here, and some of the joints are kind of stiff. Sometimes they're wiggly. I opened up one time and, like just kind of ripped the arm off of it and broke it. So I'm always careful with these things now. But my initial impression is he's a pretty cool looking figure. Sadly, the helmet does not come off. to reveal Jon Favreau underneath, which I was hoping that would be the case, but what do you do? Alright, he's got some pretty cool articulation. His arms kind of go up. Shoulder bell on his right arm is very pliable. As to the left one is kind of more in line with like a stormtrooper or something. And but he does have many points of articulation that you can pose him in, it looks like. And he is pretty cool. Alright, so let's get this. You know what, I really want to put this little shield thing on him. I'm intrigued by this. I think that's a neat little thing. If you're gonna throw in some accessories, try to make them cool. And I was right. His little grill lighter goes in there. And his boot holster for his knife. And his backpack fits into his back very nicely. And we will give him his big old pew pew. Let's see, how's he holding this thing? In true Jesse Ventura and Predator fashion. Let's see, is that right? Oh, this comes out. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool, that's movable. All right, there we go. I think that's right. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Oops. You know what? Hang on a sec. Oh, all right. Well, the picture does have him holding it like that, although he's kind of holding it back a bit, I think. Bear with me. Having a little technical difficulty on the firing range here. Yeah, it's more or less right. All right. Paz Vizsla. Ready to shoot down some stormtroopers, even the flying ones, especially the flying ones. Those freaking guys. But, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Where does this attach to? Aha. Little hole under there. Put that in there, like so. Probably should have done that first. But there we are. And what else do we have? We have some firing effects, which I think this one goes how? I can just hear the pew pew sound. Can't you? I can. Pew pew. Ugh. That's a tight fit. And for his jetpack. Which of course I'm trying to film this doesn't want to go in. But I know it goes in there, so oh. Come on now. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, he's a chunky monkey, so he does stand up fairly well if you pose him just right. All right, Paz Vizsla. I dig it. Let's put him next to his Black Series self. So there you go. Not much difference. He's just smaller. And I think his gun actually Looks a little better, if I'm honest. And I might just like his color a little bit better. I don't know. They're a little bit different. He has more of a brighter blue. But let's see. Who else can I put next to him here? We have Boba Fett, who's a average sized 3 3/4 figure from the same time period. So you can see he's a bigger fella. He's not worth 15 more extra dollars, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. Who else do I have over here? I'll put him next to Captain Piet. I think that's Captain Piet. Yep. Alright. There's a custom Boba Fett I made years ago. And let's see, here's a vintage Luke Skywalker. And a vintage Biker Scout. So that gives you a pretty good impression of how tall he is. Here's Classified Stalker. Here is a vintage Playmates Captain Kirk. A vintage Batman the Animated Series Joker. And here is a new Bumblebee Buzzworthy Jazz. And let's see. Putting all the wacky guys over here. Here is a old school Marvel Legends Wolverine. So that should give you a very good idea of how big he is and what he looks like or may look like in your collection or on your shelf. So Paz Vizsla doesn't really come with a whole lot. Comes with about what you would expect. You know, you'd have thought maybe they would have made him in the armor like a 2-pack or something, but yeah, there he is. He's on sale now. If you don't have one yet, you can probably find him a little bit cheaper on Amazon or maybe Big Bad Toy Store. I'm not sure. But I will leave you on that note tonight, folks. And I hope you're all doing good, having a great holiday. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, give us a share, listen to our podcast at Throwbacks Podcast on Spotify, Podbean, Apple. And that's enough about me. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good and throwing them back. And until I got another one to show you, I will see you.